Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how you could potentially unlock financial freedom through PulseChain. Remember, guys, nothing I say is financial advice. Only use risk capital in anything crypto, and thank you to those who continue to support the channel. So, the first thing we want to look at is how are the Richard Heart four main tickers performing today? So, these are the core four coins of Richard Heart. So PLS is sitting at four zeros and four and some change, up 5.34%. And that is the gas token for anything on PulseChain. And there's speculation that if more and more volume comes on the PulseChain, it's just going to continue to create value for PulseChain. PulseX is a DEX token with a buy and burn mechanism each time there is a swap on PulseX. So this is a deflationary token and sitting at four zeros and two and some change, up 6.32% over the last 24 hours. Incentive token has the lowest market cap of the four coins. It is sitting at $2.10 and up 3.71% over the last 24 hours. And many speculate with that lower market cap, lower supply, that this one could definitely send once the Richard Heart reserves are injected into PulseChain. And then PHEX is sitting at 1 cent, up 12%. Many have speculated, they're saying potentially that Hex could go to $1. That has been the speculation. Last bull run, remember EHEX, the original Hex here, it went to 50 cent, I believe. And it changed a lot of people's lives. So we can only go back what happened with past history. And with past history, Richard Hart has ran a decentralized system and created financial freedom for those people back then who got into the original hex. So we're just using past history. So I want to shout out RuneSkis. So shout out to RuneSkis, as RuneSkis created a Richard Hart liquidity, Richard Hart reserve type of app. So feel free to give him a follow. But this is pretty cool stuff. So this is going to be like a price appreciation simulator, injecting reserves, post-chain reserves. And this is the original like sacrifice money that people put up in order to get post-chain started. Post-chain has only been out a little over a year now. It's been over a year and some months. So it's a fairly new chain. But this is to kind of show you with the four. So this is, for example, let's say 400 million will be injected in. Now, real quick, again, this is a cool website that I stumbled across. It's called lookintorichardhart.com. But essentially, it's tracking the Richard Hart reserves and the potential money that could be injected back into PulseChain. So this is currently Richard Hart has 171K worth of Ethereum, and this is the value of the Ethereum. Here's his DCA price, and here's the current price. I definitely feel we can get back to DCA price. That's going to happen. Will this double? I feel also during the bull run it's going to double. We've just started that upward trend for Bitcoin. We're sitting at over 70K, I believe. And that's all just going to trickle down into Ethereum, which is that next big asset that's going to have the run up. So let's do the price assimilation. So we're going to run that, let it do its thing and calculate. And by doing so, imagine a post-chain price of 2 zeros and 6, a PulseX price of 2 zeros and 7, incentive looking right around close to $600. Imagine that happening. Hex sitting at $4.93. Look at that. This, even if he just used today's assets, this would definitely do wonders for the ecosystem, for post-chain ecosystem. But Richard Hart wants to wait until we're at kind of peak euphoria, and he wants to create financial freedom for a lot of people. So this is what this is looking at now. let's go ahead here and add this. Let's see. Let's add two. So we're just going to add, we're going to double. Let's just double this. So this would be roughly 800 million in reserves and liquidity. So let's do the price assimilation here. And then as you can see, look at this. So both 2 cent post chain price, 2 cent PulseX price. Remember, this has the buy and burn on it. This is the gas token. So imagine these prices shooting up and a lot of stories of people making a lot of money on post chain is just going to create more buy pressure. Now, remember, injecting this reserves or liquidity is not factoring in buy or sell pressure. However, there's going to be so much volume and people noticing what's going on, they're going to want to bridge over. Imagine incentive at 2K, so $2,259.33. Imagine it at this price. That's over 1,000x. And then the same thing with Hex. So this could get crazy. Even if you who couldn't use like an extra 100K? Who couldn't use an extra $1,000,000? This is going to put people in great financial freedom. People are going to be definitely get rich from this. There will be millionaires printed. I feel that's just my feeling, my own personal opinion. There's going to be people that definitely get an added advantage to crypto and why we need to be in it. So now let's do one more example here. We're going to do like inject like 1 billion of liquidity. So let's do that. Let's inject 1 billion of liquidity. Let's calculate. Let us do its thing. This is where it gets crazy. So both of these, that's a 3 cent post chain price, really close to 4 cent. This is a 4 cent PulseX price, almost a $3,500 incentive token. That is just nuts. And then $28 and some change for Hex. But look at this. Imagine, dude, this is what Richard Hart wants. He wants to be able to say, hey, post chain went up 740x. PulseX went up 1,537x. Incentive token went up 1,666x. PulseX went up 2,129x. This is what it's all about. This is about creating a legacy for Richard Hart. It is about creating financial freedom for everybody that's involved with Pulse Chain. So this is what Richard Hart wants. This is exactly what he wants here. So this is amazing and inspiring stuff. Kind of just looking at this information here. And so again, I'll put this in the YouTube description for you. Now, if you're somebody new and you're wanting to know like how to get into Pulse Chain, the first thing you're going to need to do is go to changelist.org and add Pulse Chain to your wallet. Simply do that, connect your wallet, and then you want to pick one of these here. Once you've added Pulse Chain to your wallet, you can go over to a place like changenow.io and you can swap whatever asset that you have into Pulse Chain. So you'll have some Pulse Chain in your wallet once you do that. And let's say that you want to swap Pulse Chain into the other 4 tokens here. You can do that here. Let's see. Let me go back. This is probably, once you type in the app, it'll probably bring you to this place first. You're going to want to click PulseX, My Pinata, maybe. I think that's what that says. Click here. It's going to bring you to the swap page. And then you can swap your Pulse Chain, because again, you're going to need Pulse Chain to swap into any other Richard Hart token. Once you do that, you can get Ink, you can get Hex, and then you can get PulseX here, if that makes sense. But you'll already have the gas token by simply getting that from Chains Now. So you do you on how you want to do that. But I will leave PulseX in the YouTube description. But that's how essentially you bridge over to PulseChain. So I hope this video kind of allowed you to imagine the unthinkable with PulseChain and how this could unlock financial freedom for you on PulseChain. I want to thank you for listening and thanks for stopping by.